Hello everyone. Just as we've done in some previous meetings, provided a video to allow us to get a little bit of information out there ahead of time prior to our IAC meeting so that the time we spend together in IAC can be focused and productive. So I've got some topics here I want to go through, and first up is professional development. I just want to talk, recently we had PDC meeting and we talked about of course, the reflections from TechNado 2014, and we got plans for TechZilla 2015. That's next year's October full day PD with a technology focus, and we've used some input from staff regarding that TechZilla day or the TechNado day, and really, in addition to this really cool logo here. A lot of that feedback was related to the schedule, so I want to highlight a couple things here. The feedback was centered around lunch, that if we're going to cater, which a lot of people appreciated that catered lunch, that we really, if it's organized as well as it was this year, a half an hour will be plenty of time. Also, staff talked about not needing 15 minutes in between sessions, but 5 minutes would do. I know we just tried to keep it casual and give time for restroom breaks and that, but certainly we want to use that staff feedback and take that transition time down to 5 minutes. So the proposal here is to have 5 different sessions in the lunch in between, and to also use staff feedback related to some time to apply what they've learned and some collaboration time. So we've built that into the schedule at the end of the day. Again, this is just rough draft, but it's important that we get some of this planned out so that if we need to arrange for things like United Healthcare to be there or other individuals to present, that we can start to do that. It's a little early to start to pull session topics because technology can change quite a bit up to that point. But we wanted to let you know that plans are definitely underway for TechZilla 2015, and it's specifically related to that schedule. Going back to our agenda, we will have a second full day of PD next year. That'll be February 12th, 2016. Just changed it. I just really not looking to nail down the focus yet, but definitely want people to start thinking about that, whether it's another technology day, maybe. Curriculum day, if so, probably maybe that would be half of the day. Same with assessment. Some building directed time to focus on building days, maybe a guest speaker, motivational kind of speaker day, character education. Of course, we bring in a guest speaker. There's great ones out there, but any cost we incur from that's probably going to need to be taken from our PD budget that exists for each of the buildings. So in order to get that, probably going to have to give up some of the PD money that's out there for each of the buildings already. So just things to think about. Early release PD, got some great things happening. The state is no longer going to offer the interim or practice map test this year. They'll have that ready for next year, they say. So buildings have worked to develop plans specific to their needs for February 13th. You'll hear from your PDC reps related to that in the coming weeks. We've got really excited that we've made vertical teaming a reality for March 13th. And as far as the PDC team, this is important for IAC to know, as far as the PDC team, their objective was to make this day happen, to organize it in a way that allowed, even with our staggered dismissal, for everyone to get together. So you can see on the schedule that can happen here. Now we turn to IAC to say, provide a structure for that time, for that collaboration time, so that time can be productive. And that's going to, in some areas, require collaboration from the K-5 and the 6-12 IAC leaders. But we look for you to develop some ideas for what that looks like, and I'd like for us to have just an open discussion about this here at our January meeting. Finally, I want to review a SLACA letter to the state. I'm going to send this to you as an attachment. But I think that, so SLACA, of course, is the St. Louis area and St. Charles and all surrounding areas curriculum group. And they've sent a letter to the state regarding the Missouri Learning Standards and kind of the state board's misunderstanding of what their role is. You know, local school districts develop curriculum. the state board sets standards, and typically, we know that curriculum is often developed in 5 to 6 year cycles for school districts, and so what the state's proposing of having all content areas of curriculum completed at the same time and tested the next year really will put a great strain on districts to rework curriculum and to purchase resources and a number of other things. So I'm going to send this out as an attachment. I'd encourage you to read it. I think it's a really great letter for us to really narrow our focus of what our responsibilities are at district level in light of what the state's responsibilities are. The rest of the agenda, again, we'll have some follow-up discussion from this video. Definitely want to talk about how you guys see the time spent on that March 13th early release. Want to introduce you to some opportunities for you to get involved into some professional learning networks. And then we'll go into some practical time, some work time of looking at Define STEM, a demo of this product that we can bring, and some work in BYOC. Thank you for all you do. I'll see you next week.